What up, y'all? It's your boy Degenerate coming at ya 2019, June 24th. Today I want to talk to y'all about some options before you buy Bitcoin. Go look at the chart real quick, and this is what we're looking at. Okay. Bitcoin in the past week rose $3,000. If you go back to the week of June 3rd, 21 days ago, we have a 50% gain. That is insane. It's just incredible. I dipped out of half my Bitcoin at 11 because look at this. Like, you only have a couple weeks above here. If this isn't a spot to short between this 12 and like really just like this 11 to 12 level is really, in my opinion, a 6 spot to short or size out. For it to have another week like this, oh my god, that'd be insane. If it goes above 14K though, like, I don't really see a ceiling on this. There is no ceiling on this. And I don't see this being enough volume coming in through these weeks to have us push in just one push all the way past. But I don't know. I'm not a financial advisor. I know that your RSI is oversold. I know this past week we had less volume than this 5,000 to 7,000 jump. And I know when I look at the volume profile, a lot of the volume is down here at 8,200. So, damn, look at that, 7,900 level. That's where they're saying the volume is. Here it's saying it's at the 3,600 level if you look at the weekly, covering all of that. Here, I can get rid of this too. This is where I think the safer area to buy Bitcoin is. But if you're buying Bitcoin right now, that is fine. That's entirely up to you. But there's a few things that I would do first. Number one, I think it's the most important. Have your expenses liquid for this month, for next month, the month after that, minimum. 3 months, oh my god, please have more. But I swear to god, if you don't have 3 months and you're buying Bitcoin, please don't operate like that. Because if you put $300 or $400 into Bitcoin yesterday, because it was a Sunday, and you bought it at 11.2, and now it's down 5%, you now have $190. And after fees, you know, if you're doing it through the Cash App, which I would assume you're buying through Cash App or Coinbase, you're paying like 4 or 5% fees. And you may not even have that Bitcoin in your account if you're buying it through somewhere like Coinbase for like a week. So can you sell that back to them? What if at the end of next week it's down at $9,200 or it's down even lower? I'm not saying that it will, but if you need this cash now, you're buying a highly volatile asset. So for me personally, your cash reserve for your bank account, I wanted to cover my whole entire lease, my car insurance, and your phone bill. Your hard expenses should at least be covered in your liquid account. maybe not your money that you're putting aside for savings. That doesn't need to be in your liquid account. I mean, it could be if you wanted to, but it doesn't have to. Your bar budget, your entertainment budget for going out to those bougie ass restaurants, if you want to throw it into that 6 to 12 months liquid, I feel even better trading with a trading account after that, because I know it won't affect my standard of living, and that provides me peace of mind. But at least have your don't risk being homeless because you're not managing your risk and you're just going all in Bitcoin. Please don't do that. I don't want anyone to be put in a horrible financial position because they're buying someone else's bags, because these people down here are dumping on you. These people right here are dumping on you. Everyone that's bought Bitcoin from March 12th, 2018 for the next 13 months can dump on you right now for a profit. So, not that you don't have to not buy Bitcoin, but ask yourself and be honest with yourself, do you need this cash in the next month? You gotta ask how you came across your excess income currently. Is it through your salary? Is it through your job? Is it through birthday money? Are you selling some treasury bond that your grandpa bought you back when you were real young? And other large expenses that you're overlooking. Do you need a new car? No one needs a new car, let's be real. Okay. But if you're driving, for instance, 30 minutes to your job and your other option to get to work is going to be taking a Lyft or an Uber or some bullshit, and your car's on its like last legs, you may not want to throw that money into Bitcoin right now. You may be shopping for like a used vehicle or something, maybe a new vehicle. I don't know your financial situation. But having 6 to 12 months liquid in cash, in my opinion, is way easier for me to be stress-free when I see it. If you are getting a nice salary at the moment, or you're a freelancer, or you're just looking to reduce your overall tax liability, you have like 3 options. Your 401k, you can throw up to $19,000 in that a year. Some employers match that. If they do, that's lit. You could also go with a SEP IRA if you are self-employed. And I believe you can contribute up to 25% of your total income into that IRA without being taxed on that. And also with your IRA, you have a traditional or a Roth. And then you also have an HSA, which if you have health insurance and you have a deductible on your health insurance over $1,500, you can put money aside into a separate account that will give you a tax advantage that you can either one, use for medical expenses at any time, tax-free, or you can just save it until you're 60 and then withdraw it for whatever you need without getting a penalty. So I think that's sick. So after you have the 6 to 12 months liquid, you could figure out your HSA. That's $3,500 yearly contribution limit. A traditional IRA, you can contribute up to $6,000. You can trade that in traditional markets all you want, and you only have $6,000 a year that you can throw into that. If you do it right now and you're young, and it has 30 years to progress at 8%. I say 8% because that's the average returns between 1990 and today, 2018, or end of 2018, you would average an 8% return, like 8.2% if you include dividends. But if you did that, that 6,000 after 30 years would become, I believe it is 60K. Yeah, it's like 60K. After 20 years, it's only 28K. So that extra 10 years doubles your money. So you should start sooner rather than later. Compound interest is your friend, blah, blah, blah. The same thing with your HSA. You can throw that in traditional vehicles. You should also be making at least 8% a year on that. Not touching it, just average market returns, buy whatever the fuck you want with the lowest management fees. And you're going to end up about 10xing that in 30 years. So your 3,500 HSA contribution, if you never withdrew from it at 60 or in 30 years from now, should be like $35,000. That should be eyeglasses for the rest of your life, even if you're withdrawing from that and getting yourself a pair of glasses whenever you need it, or if you need contacts. Your 401k is a lot more though. That's 19,000. That is your HSA and your IRA, but doubled. After you have your cash and your HSA, your IRA, your 401k, you're probably looking at, I'm gonna say 60,000 worth of savings. 30K of that being liquid for like a year of living. If you're living like a bougier life, that's like 2,500 a month. That's where I would have your extra income start going into Bitcoin. Maybe you could have a monthly buy-in after that. But if you decide that you want to dip your 401k out and you want to just take the profits from Bitcoin and then throw it there, or you want to put your IRA profits, like your IRA profits from Bitcoin, if you want to throw it into your IRA to fund that, sure. Or you want to take your profits from Bitcoin and throw it into your HSA to fund that, sure. I don't have a problem with that, as long as you have the 6 to 12 months liquid cash first before you start buying Bitcoin. Because if you started buying Bitcoin at the beginning of this year, up until March, you would have had 3 months worth of buying, and then you would have 3x that money if you would just be holding till right now. So why would you not take those profits? 3x is an insane return, considering we're talking about the average market giving you 8%. This right now, if you were to sell right now, not the top, just right now, you'd be getting like 250%. That's insane. If you bought up to $4,000 Bitcoin, you're making 250%. This stock market this year has given you 17% if you were to sell right now. In comparison, so do I think this is going to fall? Yes. Would I dollar cost average in? Yes, I definitely would do that. Would I have liquidity first in cash? And the answer is definitely yes. Do not buy a volatile asset. Do not buy any asset that you're looking to sell later until you cover your own expenses through good weather and bad weather. That's all I got to leave you with. Compound interest is going to be your friend. So if you have the ability to contribute to your IRA or your HSA as a younger adult, it's going to benefit you a lot longer in the future. So if you want to sell your Bitcoin, but you don't want to go ahead and necessarily use it, why don't you guarantee your retirement? if you put 6K away for like 5 or 6 years and you get those 8% returns, every year that you're contributing that 6K, think of it as being 60K when you withdraw it. You want $500,000 when you retire? Next 8 years, next 9 years, put 6K away and then forget about it. Put it in a traditional market and just leave it there. Don't touch it. And let it build and let it grow and reinvest the dividends. And guaranteed have a home if you become a total alcoholic for the next 30 years in between. You want to buy the Steel Reserve every day and crash out on your couch and do dishes in the kitchen? Sure, go do that. If you're contributing to your IRA and maxing that out and Bitcoin has helped you do that and you take some profits, like, anyway, I'll stop. We're 15 minutes and I hope you have a good day. And I hope this gives you something to think about on whether Bitcoin is a smart decision for you to buy right now.